Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a re-review, and this is going to be for a premiere video tonight for the final Marathon Studio album review for this re-review for Linkin Park's discography, which is for the one and only last album to feature Chester Bennington in before his passing, which is for One More Light. Sorry if I stuttered and didn't say much and paused for a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing One More Light, and this is the re-review for it. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for these 10 songs for a consisting time of 35 minutes, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this re-review. Now, I think the album cover's not so bad, but was the album good? Not really, unfortunately. Um, it doesn't live up to be the most amazing album. Yes, there's some strong tracks on here, but then there's quite a bit more of cringiness in certain songs, like Nobody Can Save Me. Uh, the electronic music in it, I'm not feeling for it as much. But the song talks about Chester's battling with his demons and all that, like depression wise, I guess you could say, or mental health wise. I don't know what it is, but yeah, he said he was dancing with his demons. I'm hanging off the edge. Storm clouds gather beneath me. Words break upon my head. So yeah, he's feeling like he's ready to give up on life and all that in this song, which sounds really sad, and it's like a cry for help kind of thing in this song. So I didn't hate the song. It wasn't bad. It had meaningful lyrics. So the lyrics were good. The electronic music, however, just sounded a little off. So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. It's not a bad track. It's just lyrically it's great. Musically it's a little iffy to like. So then comes Good Goodbye featuring Pusha T and Stormzy. And that song wasn't so bad. It was decent. Uh like I said, they made this album. I didn't mean like I said. They made this album pertaining that it was meant to be a personal record about what they've been going through over the years. Um so as a band, of course, and other things like that. So, yeah. Good Goodbye was. This was pretty much his goodbye album. Chester Bennington's goodbye album. And it's pretty sad knowing that he took his own life over 4 years ago. Still sad to this day. And next year it's going to be 5 years, which is. Can't believe it. It's been quite long ago. But yeah, Good Goodbye. This was a decent song. Not the best, but it was decent. It just seemed like they added two featured artists I care for, but not a huge fan of as much. But 4 out of 5 for Good Goodbye. Talking to Myself was not a bad song. Neither was Bad Battle Symphony. I like the lyrics in Battle Symphony. It's probably the best lyrics you'll find. The beat, however, is a little clustered, and the electronic music in Battle Symphony was a little cringy. But in a way, I think it's memorable of a track. Invisible was my least favorite. I'm not feeling for some of the uh, beat in the song. The lyrics are fine, just the beat is a little messed up a bit. So 3.5 out of 5 for that one. Then we get to the second half of the album. This is where it goes downhill a bit. It starts going downhill with the song Heavy. featuring Kiara. Yes, this song talks about what he's going through mentally with some heavy, dark thoughts that he's thinking. Chester Bennington is, and talking about mental health in this song and the struggles with it. So, uh, yeah, the way it's coming off the song and how it's executing with it lyrically and musically, it's not doing very well. I just wasn't feeling for this song, so 2.5 out of 5. It was a disappointing song. Then comes Sorry for Now. The one thing I didn't like about Sorry for Now was Mike Shinoda says, I only halfway apologize. I'm like, how do you halfway apologize? I'm like, this is gotta be the cringiest lyric on this album. And then comes Halfway Right, but I didn't hate some of Sorry for Now. I just hated that lyric in that song. It kind of bugged me a bit, in my opinion. But you don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I feel when listening to this album. Again, for another go around for this album. I know when I first rated it, I gave it a 6.5, but now it might get a little lesser of a rating. Uh, but 3 out of 5 for Sorry for Now. Some of the beats, but not bad, but it's when Chester Bennington's rapping. I'm not feeling for it either. So, 3 out of 5. It's an okay song. Halfway Right is a really disappointing song. It it really it really breaks my heart that I have to give it a 2.5 out of 5, only because Chester Bennington's singing about used to get high with the dead end kids, and then other things like that, and singing woke up driving my car. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is just some dumb lyricism. Just saying. I know he took his own life 4 years ago. I don't want to start bashing this album too much, but then the last two songs get much better. That's a lifesaver. It's just Sorry for Now, Heavy, and Halfway Right are the weakest songs on this album. So Sharp Edges was really good. I like the lyrics in it. One More Light is a very meaningful song about losing someone and grieving over someone who passed away. And this can pertain to anyone, of course. It's really sad, this song, and really emotional lyrics. And Sharp Edges closes the album out pretty swiftly. So, overall, I think this was a disappointing album from start to finish. Some songs have its strong points, but a few songs kind of ruin it for me. And the ones that got 3.5 and 3 out of 5s, and the other two that got 2.5 out of 5s really flopped. Like Invisible, Heavy, Sorry for Now, and Halfway Right. They're the weakest songs on this album. And the other ones are not so bad. So first score for me, I'm going to give One More Light for this re-review a 5.5 out of 10. It was not so good. It was disappointing. Keep in mind, I'm just expressing my own opinion. I know it may seem like I'm coming off and hating Linkin Park for this album. I don't hate Linkin Park. I still love them. I love some of the songs they did on this album. I know this was a personal record, but just wasn't feeling for it. After listening to it more, I kind of grew out of it, honestly. So, this is not a good album. I can understand why some critics bashed it, because some of the lyrics can come off as cheesy and cringy with certain songs, of course. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Linkin Park One More Light re-review if you enjoyed it and if you've listened to this album already. It was his goodbye album, which rest in peace, Chester Bennington. I know this was your goodbye album, and I'm sorry, but it wasn't a good album. Um, it's a shame that I have to really give it a bad rating. It breaks my heart that I have to do that because I like some of the songs from this album, but four of the songs really disappointed me. But if you enjoyed this re-review I did for Linkin Park One More Light, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I know it may come off as being hateful towards this band right now because of this album. It's just one album that sucks for them. The other albums were alright, but this was their worst uh, to date. But yeah, I'm sorry I dragged this video out pretty long. I just had to talk about my problems with this album and what I thought of it. And yeah, I will be returning to you tomorrow for hopefully some movie reviews. I gotta go somewhere during early afternoon or whatever. I'm actually going to a restaurant to have a little bit of lunch. So it should be nice. And sorry about that cat meowing. I gotta let her in my room in a moment. But yeah, sorry that I dragged this video out very long. I just wanted to express my own opinion on what I thought of this album going into it another listen and coming back to it in 2021. I'm not impressed with it. So stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next review.